I see you have the key! Would you be so good as to free Bacchus from his prison?
Go on. Leave me alone. This wine is all mine, and I'll drink it all myself. You want a velvety pig? No, surely you mean a sweet glue. Well, all right. I've got a bottle of dark distress here. You want to buy it? 5 gold coins, please. There you are. As always, if you stand around for a while, you'll find out that it turns to vinegar all on its own. Myself, I am patience personified. But what about Hernt, the landlord?
Very good. You've got the wine for me. Look, I'll give you some gold as a reward.
Can you do me a favor and take these books back to the library? Thank you. That's really awfully kind of you. And when you've taken them back, I've got a small reward for you.
Oh, good! Here at last are Mrs. Sengan's books. If that's so, then I can finally open the library again!
Have you taken the books back to the library? Good. To thank you, I'm giving you this rose. Oh, Melvin, don't blush.
It seems years since a shack trader came to the city, and now that one has finally arrived, he...
Oh, noble knight, haven't you a rose you can spare me? Noble sir, My heart is full of joy. Here, take these 5 gold coins for your pains. And now, be so kind as to leave me alone.
And what do you think I'm doing here? Warming my backside? Well, the truth is that I'm doing a detention. Unfair, isn't it? Anyway, it gives me the chance to learn a lot. Shall I tell you what I've just found out? Steamers and dreamers cannot live together in one place. If only because all their interests and customs differ so completely. For example, no dreamer can stand the terrible racket steamers make with their loud voices. Steamers are used to speaking very loudly due to the constant machine noise. Anyway, there is the old traditional rule that forbids us to live with them.
Melvin, you're my last hope. I was just going to take the whole class on a trip to collect and study the local herbs in the forest. But since the forest around Dreamertown is no longer safe, I'll have to hold my lessons here in the village. But my herb collection is incomplete. Could you fetch me some shade fern leaves? The shade ferns. You've brought it with you. Now at last I can begin my lesson. Here, take a little chalk for it. Take care to keep it dry in your backpack. Sometimes chalk is very useful for marking the way. I have written a very significant book about the history of the dreamers and the steamers. I consider it extremely important that people should know the past of their own race. And my books are also as exciting as crime thrillers. Would you like to have a summary of it? Many centuries ago, something really terrifying must have happened on Gothos. Today, no one knows anymore what it was exactly, but many old books suggest something quite terrible. Clearly, the ancient peoples of Gothos only managed to save our world from the ominous threat of destruction by joining forces in a huge war effort. But discord soon broke out among the survivors of the battle. What was the cause of the catastrophe, and what could be done to avoid it in the future? There were rumors of treachery, but who had betrayed whom? Finally, the people split into 2 camps. Those who saw a solution to all problems in the power of magic became the dreamers and founded our city, while those who wished to rely solely on their great knowledge and the use of mechanics, technology, and machines became the steamers. From that day on, the 2 peoples went their entirely separate ways.
Hello, Melvin.
When I was in the forest this morning gathering mistletoe, I heard some very strange sounds. It sounded as though wild animals were breaking through the undergrowth. Unfortunately, though, I couldn't make anything out. Something seems to be happening at the village well. Go over there, please, and see what's going on.
Hey, you people! Come over here and listen carefully! I've come to warn you!
Warn us? About what?
It came over us last night. At first, it was just a slight tremor, but then it became a violent earthquake. It could have reduced a whole mountain range to rubble. Hordes of terrible creatures suddenly emerged from the depths of the earth and destroyed whole sections of Steamertown. 5 of us were actually killed.
We should never have let Ferna's child into our house. Come on, let's throw him out now.
Well, yes, that could be a cause. Perhaps it's the wrath of the gods, or perhaps it is the powers of the underworld wanting to destroy us. Who knows?
Well then, Melvin, I think it's finally time for you to leave us.
But I haven't done anything wrong. Why me? I've never been to Steamertown.
Shut your mouth, you little steamer. We'd be better off without you anyhow.
Now stop exaggerating. What am I actually accused of? I'm innocent.
What do you all want from him? He's innocent. You can't just throw him out.
Be quiet, Carissa. If we say he's guilty, then...
Please, everyone, calm down and just think for a moment what you're asking. Only the High Council of the city is authorized to issue judgments. We won't be able to pass judgment on this matter before morning, but it will at least be a just one. Therefore, young Melvin, you should go to your uncle's house and stay there until then.
This time you were lucky, Melvin. But next time...
Melvin, please come here. I wish to speak to you. I am truly sorry, but look. People who are different from all others often have difficulties being accepted by the majority. You had better go to your uncle and await our decision. And try not to worry, Melvin. Have faith in justice.
I shall follow your advice, High Council.
All right, Melvin. Just don't give up hope. Why aren't you at your uncle's house? Or is there something important?
If you don't find a particular place in Dreamertown at once, use the overview map. Open the character.
During the game, you will receive new objects that you can find in your...
I heard about the Council's order. It could be that the judgment will affect you severely now that everyone seems to be projecting all their fears onto you. Nevertheless, we must keep a clear head and not neglect our everyday obligations. I urgently need a compass from the cellar. Would you fetch it for me? Wait, you'll need this copper key to open the cellar door.